Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa. And I am so excited to welcome this best-selling teen author, no bully ambassador to the show, Carrie Berk. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on.
You have been one busy girl. Tell us about Ask Emma.
Yeah, so this is my book series, Ask Emma. It is about an advice blogger who is severely cyberbullied, and it's based on my own experience because I was bullied over social media and in person for my sense of style. People would tell me that my glitter sneakers were too out there, or that my comic strip sweatpants were too bold, and the bullying really wouldn't stop. And instead of fighting back through my own words, I decided to put my words on the paper and try and really express myself through my writing and empower others to fight back against the bullies through this book. So this is really my way of fighting back against the bullies and really showing that you should be yourself always and that you can't give power to the bullies because...
I love that. Very Taylor Swift of you.
Oh, Carrie, I
love Taylor Swift, so that's a great compliment.
We have a look at one of the viral videos about anti-bullying. Let's take a peek.
It's hard to believe that someone
smart,
successful,
beautiful,
kind, strong
could be bullied. But bullying is rampant, especially among girls.
and we have to do something about it.
today.
Tomorrow, right now,
We have to lift each other up, not tear each other down.
we have a responsibility to empower each other.
To show empathy,
To include instead of exclude.
To choose kindness.
To react with compassion.
To practice positivity. So if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it.
Not on social media.
not in school.
Not in the dance studio.
Not in a text.
Not ever.
Choose to be a positive force in this world to stop bullying.
Because we can.
Because we should.
Because we have to.
Because we owe it to ourselves as women to support each other.
We are the future.
The voices of change.
The ones who will lead with respect.
We are powerful. We can and we will make a difference in the world.
I absolutely love that. So, Carrie, what is the answer to no bullying? How can you bully-proof your child?
How can you bully-proof your child? I mean, there's really no way to bully-proof your child, in my opinion. I mean, bullying is going to happen. It's rampant, especially among girls, as the video says. But I think what we need to do and what my responsibility is to prepare your children for the bullying that they're going to face. There's no way to stop the bullying, but organizations like No Bully are going into schools and teaching kids from a young age how to respect each other and practice empathy toward each other and always be kind. So I really think that the solution would be to get yourself involved with organizations like No Bully and expose your children to amazing groups and nonprofits like that from a young age.
Wow, I love that. That's fantastic. Yeah, when you first experienced the bullying, did you have a knee-jerk reaction where you wanted to fight back? What was your experience at the very beginning when that was happening?
Of course. I mean, there's definitely different stages of emotions that I went through when I was bullied. I mean, first and foremost, when I was bullied, I came home and I sat in my closet and I hid and I cried because I was just in complete shock about how someone could say something that horrible to me. And my style is something that I've taken such pride in, and the fact that someone could take so many jabs at me that way, it just really knocked my self-esteem. So stage one was really the shock and the upset, and then it was anger and that initial reaction you were saying to fight back. But then it was really using that anger as a positive force for change. And that's why I have Ask Emma, and that's also why I launched my style empowerment website for others, Carrie's Chronicles.
So tell us a bit more about Carrie's Chronicles.
Yeah, so Carrie's Chronicles is a style empowerment website encouraging people to embrace their individuality through fashion, beauty, food, fitness, and beyond. And it also features a Carrie's Q&A section where I'm interviewing movers and shakers in today's entertainment industry and people who are inspiring and empowering as many people as they can.
Ooh, so in these Q&As, have you had a favorite guest or something that you learned that really stuck with you?
Oh, that's so difficult. Okay, the first one that comes to mind, just because I just interviewed him, it's the most recent winner of Project Runway, Sebastian Gray, and he is an immigrant from Colombia, and he came to America and is the literal embodiment of the American dream because he won Project Runway. He came from a really small neighborhood and to the U.S., and now he's this huge winner. He's well known, really renowned, and I was so honored to be able to bring attention to him and his story and how he's inspiring people through his amazing clothes.
Oh, fantastic. Do you have any dream guests?
Dream guests? Oh my goodness.
Taylor Swift?
So many. Taylor Swift, okay. Storm Reed.
Oh, yes.
I've actually met her a few times, but I'd love to interview her because she's such a great activist. her and Yara Shahidi too.
Yes.
Just people who are really not just amazing actresses and amazing in their career choice, but also the activism side is something that I really like to touch on.
What is it about activism that inspires you so much?
Activism, I'm so inspired by people who use their platform for change. That's what I'm trying to do myself. So when I see people who are doing the same kinds of things, I really want to highlight what they're doing and call attention to it.
Yeah. Anybody out there who inspires you beyond the actors and actresses and entertainers?
My mom.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom, she's here today. She inspires me so much through my writing, and she's definitely taught me how to be a better writer and to just look beyond just my story, Ask Emma. Initially, we were actually watching the movie Clueless.
Yeah.
And it was a story about a girl who gives people advice and tries to fix people's problems. And she challenged me to look past just that story of someone who's trying to help others. And we adapted it into modern day, try to make it an advice blogger. But she really encourages me to touch on important themes from everyday life that'll resonate with people.
What's the key to writing a great book?
The key to writing a great book is always staying true to yourself. I mean, I've always been told growing up the best writing is true writing. So when I'm writing my website, when I'm writing my books, I'm always trying to stay true to myself and just write what I know and not to force it at all. I think that's definitely important, that if writing doesn't come to you naturally, give it time, sit with it a little bit.
Oh, I love that. I think that's great, like life advice as well.
Yeah.
Like not to force anything, not to,
For sure.
you know, and we talk about like sort of trying to swim upstream or up current. And it's such an important point. And it's really hard, I think, with books especially, to sort of not just write your mind, but to put your whole heart and your whole self on the page.
Yeah.
Yeah, very difficult.
It's very vulnerable too.
Yes,
and
it
it
is.
takes time. I mean, I've written 21 books to date.
21 books.
21 books.
Wow. You're making me feel really bad about not getting these 4 done.
So yeah, I think I've definitely grown as a writer throughout the course of those books, and it's hard to be so vulnerable, but I feel like I've learned throughout the course of my journey. I've been writing since I was 8, that it's important to share your story with others, even though it might be hard to get those feelings out there.
Incredible.
Thank you for sharing your story. So what's next for you?
What's next for me? Well, the 3rd book in the Ask Emma series, Boy Trouble, is coming out this fall. As you can hear by the name, it's about a relationship between Emma and this guy that she's been trying to get for a long time now. And that I was actually visiting a school, my old school, and I asked them what they wanted to hear next, and they wanted more of the relationship. So we gave it to them. They're getting more of this relationship, and I think that tweens and teens can definitely relate. And in addition to the book, I'm still posting on my Instagram account at Carrie Berk with an extra K at the end. And yeah, just continuing to inspire and empower as many people as I can.
Wow, congrats. I feel like another bestseller's on the way here. Boy Trouble. Love it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for all the work that you're doing. Stay tuned.
Thank
We'll be
you.
back tomorrow. Good morning, La La Land.